is your moment of zen.
Because I heard at one point that you actually had a rule where you had to stand up to talk because people.
That was the first one. It didn't work. It didn't work. It still
Now, welcome to Tough Crowd. I'll tell you right now, folks, it's getting scary. It's World War III's coming. There's only one way to prevent World War III. We take it outside. If you don't want to wreck your house when you're going to have a fight, you take it outside. We don't want to destroy the planet. That's where Mars comes in, okay? Any country has beef, they take it up to Mars. Because it's perfect for a fight. It can still sustain life, but it stinks, you know what I mean? It's like a vacant lot. It's ugly and it's useless unless we start fighting up there. Just a suggestion, a brilliant one. I was watching the 9/11 Commission hearings today, Janet Reno on TV. Don't make like the best thing. She was sitting there, the committee guy goes, did you okay bin Laden's assassination? She stopped and looked at the chairman and goes, I didn't realize if this is classified or not. Which is kind of a cool way of saying, you're damn right, you might be next. Shut your mouth. Then another guy asked her about it again, and she gave him a look like, do you want me to go Waco on you, Pops? And now the big thing they're trying to find out in the 9/11 hearings is what's the culture of the FBI. I love when they talk about culture of a job. Every job is the same culture, okay? Everybody badmouths the other departments. They think they do all the work. They gossip about who's having sex with who. And then they download dumb jokes to each other. That's the culture, you know? Because of continued racial tensions, a high school in Georgia will have 3 separate proms this year: whites, blacks, and Latinos. What do you think of that? This is what it's come to.
If it's Georgia, I think they should think about a 4th prom for cousins.
You know what? The whole thing is sad to me, and it's actually sad that that's still going on. You know, cause you get spoiled from being here in New York, because New York is like the melting pot. You see everybody hanging out. It's not uncommon to see 3 black guys, 3 white guys jumping a Puerto Rican. You can see that here in New York.
But in New York, only in New York,
right,
all the white kids want to be black, so they wouldn't actually have to have a separate ball.
Right, but I'm saying it doesn't. And the principal, the main thing is the principal. He's the idiot because he don't see the problem. The principal is like, oh no, it's no problem here. It's just, you know, tradition that they have a black prom and a white prom. It was also a tradition. If you look a white woman in the eyes, you get hung. So get rid of it.
But this is all nonsense to me because look, I go to the newsstand, black magazines, white magazines, Latina magazines, TV, segregated stations. So of course, if people are going to grow up with a different culture, they want to hear the music, they want to hear at the prom, they want to hang with the other people. So our society is more segregated than Selma in 1960.
No,
and nobody will admit it. These kids are just reacting to what goes on.
No, it's not, Colin. Not Georgia. Not in Georgia. It's not about the music.
You can't just say Georgia. That's spatial profiling.
But not. It's not. It's just that my son don't know anything about race relations. I asked him today, what do you think about white people? He had nothing to say. He don't know nothing about it. Now, when I was coming up, I knew a lot about it. I hated white people when I was 6.
Well, we hate you now, Keith. Seriously, you're not a likable guy. Your son's not going to learn anything from you about race relations. White people hate you, black people. The bottom line is, in the 60s, black people went down south. They gave their lives so that you could have desegregation. And now you go to college campuses, you do shows. Every college campus has got the black house, the Asian house. It's like black people after 50 years went, yeah, let's go back to the other way.
But it is true. What he's saying is that people are segregated, naturally segregating. So these kids in Georgia, they're just being honest with themselves.
Not the black and white thing, though, Colin. Not the black prom and the white prom.
But I said the Mexicans are in it, too. They got their own prom.
And they keep going down. The white prom costs $50. The black prom costs $40. The Spanish prom costs $30. Arabs is going to be for free. You just get right in.
Who's going to be for free?
Arab.
I'm just shocked.
Arabs. You got to hit the R.
I didn't hit the R right.
The Asian prom would be $20.
Yes, and keep going.
But they save money because they just do karaoke, so there would be a big savings.
Well, it's
Plus,
actually
the
it's
Mexican-
40 if you want the happy ending.
Plus, at the Mexican prom, they
Or an extra $6.95 for the hot and cold salad bar.
You got to understand, Colin. You have to understand.
I tried to slip one in myself.
If you naturally, if that's your natural thing, where you naturally, like if you're in an all-black school, you're gonna have an all-black prom.
Right.
That's a natural thing.
Right.
But if your school is mixed and you have a black prom and a white prom, there's something wrong.
There is some. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong, but I'm saying let's be honest. You know, in high school, kids segregate. I went to mixed schools my whole life. We all hung out when we were 10, and then it's 12. Suddenly it's white, Puerto Rican, black.
When you went to high school.
All right, I'm talking about the 40s.
Exactly. That's the 40s and the 30s. I'm talking about
you know what
now.
I'm saying.
My son has grown up. My son hasn't even had a fist fight yet. When I was his age, 10, I had a sexual assault and 2 gun charges on me.
Yeah, but you set the bar high. I mean, you can't expect that out of
But
them.
you know what I'm saying, guys.
It's different, though, Colin.
It's different. But I'm saying that these kids are. You're telling me society is not segregated? Magazine, TV shows, stations.
But there's a
everything,
reason for that.
Movies.
All I'm saying is upgrade your racism. Okay, if we're at that point, we're at that point. But we're past the point of separate proms. We've got to be past that point.
Is anybody here a fan of mariachi music?
No. Well, I'll tell
You're
you
not
something.
going to the Mexican prom.
They don't listen to me.
That's it.
First of all, the Mexican prom, by the way, and there's like 80 kids going, one car. I don't know, but look.
Yeah, but for $30,
Feel
you
good
gotta
about
figure.
that?
They were like cassages, and then I looked, my garden was preserved. So I don't know, folks.
It's a sad day because the
working.
prom is supposed to be about all different kinds of people coming together for the night. The girls dress up like prostitutes, the guys throw up on them, and you go home.
Smoking like a true Irishman, by the way. The guys throw up.
I don't even remember my prom. I mean, I know why. I never really got out of the parking lot. So that was the problem.
Did you go on your prom?
Oh, I remember my prom.
You went to a mixed school, right?
Yes.
All right, what happened? Was it a black and white prom?
It was kind of embarrassing. I had to go with my sister. I got Lee. I hope my nephews and nieces don't watch this. How horrifying. I had to say it.
You got it.
Yeah, we always had mixed dances in those days, but I was from Brooklyn. It was a different story. And, you know, I'd be jamming out there in my shirt.
What are you talking about jamming? You can't dance.
I'm
now.
the
How many
greatest
times
dancer,
I gotta tell
stupid.
you? You can't.
I should have a
That's
dance off
why
with you
you-
right now. What's that?
That's why you need the black kids at the prom.
Yeah.
I went to a mixed
I'll
school.
dance right now,
Do
stupid.
it right now. Prove to me right now. Dance right now, stupid.
I'm like, we'll be right back.
Dance for the black.
How about A-Rod? You like the Yankees? You're from
I like
Washington Heights. You
the
have to like
Yankees. Talk about the baseball team?
Yes.
Of course, I am a Yankee fan.
Of course.
I am #1 Yankee fan.
That's and do you get good tickets? We could probably get you good tickets.
I
here.
never buy tickets.
Exactly. I don't like to sit there in a stadium. Then you got to sit wedged in.
Yeah,
with
what
people.
about if you go to the stadium and one of those Arabian terrorists, they blow up the stadium?
That's right.
Bang!
That's
Then
right.
you go see people, oh, Baby Ray died in the Yankee Stadium.
Oh, was that what the headline was?
I stay in my house. I stay watching the game from my house. It's better than being there. If something happens, I want to stay home.
And watch it on TV.
On TV, that's
That's
right.
a true New Yorker.
Look out, George. There's a black bush in the house.
What about people who say you're only interested in the Middle East for oil?
Oh. Yeah, this bitch still on. I don't know. Come on, y'all, get out of here.
Chappelle's Show. New episode Wednesday at 10:30. Chappelle's Show is brought to you by Coors Light. Unleash the Rocky Mountain cold taste of Coors Light.
Take me out to the party. Take me out to the bar. Pick up the next round of cold Coors Light. I hope that I got her phone number right. It's those blondes, brunettes, and those redheads with rings in their bellies and ears. For it's 1, 2, 3 nights a week, my bros and beers.
Unleash the Rocky Mountain cold taste of Coors Light. This Friday, a man with nothing to live for.
We're really sorry about your family.
Will become a hero.
Don't let your memories kill you.
They can't kill me. I'm already dead. With everything to fight for. starts Friday.
Hey, I've heard about this one, the Verona.
Yeah, and it's got more room than your Camry.
Excuse me, your Camry.
CD player, 6 speakers, nice.
All kinds of power and a sunroof.
That's the best warranty I've ever seen.
And I love leather. Love it.
I'll take it.
The new Suzuki Verona, starting at $15,849. No matter who gets to drive it, it's one smart move.
We all know where your usual breakfast usually ends up. Eat something good. Nutri-Grain, made with whole grain oats, fruit, and calcium. Nutri-Grain, respect yourself in the morning.
Sports School, Animal Planet, ESPN Classic, Bloomberg TV.
What's Beacon's up to?
Filibuster.
Encore Love Stories.
What's he reading?
Discovery.
Everything you can get with I.O.
I.O. Digital Cable Service offers over 200 exciting channels, plus access to hundreds of movies and shows on demand. Just $9.95 more per month. Call 1-877-81-DIGITAL now.
Fox Sports World, VH1 Classic, HBO on demand, NBC HD TV, NBA League Pass, and 45 digital music channels that I'll list now.
With I.O., you can get over 200 channels, including 13 channels in high definition, with crystal clear picture and sound. Just $9.95 more per month. Call 1-877-81-DIGITAL to get I.O. today.
C-SPAN 1, C-SPAN 2, C-SPAN 3.
Want to get the most out of your television? Call 1-877-81-DIGITAL. You don't need an act of Congress. You just need I.O.
Gay. Speaking of push-ups, dating websites where prison inmates can meet women on the outside are becoming increasingly popular. See, like this guy, Match.com. What do you guys think? Is this a good place as a woman?
Yeah, I'm sorry, go, because you
is this a
probably
good way to
have
meet
more
the boys or
experience.
what?
Well, I
What
mean,
kind of girls do this?
I think ones that have great relationships with their fathers and, you know, that have, you know, never had any molestation.
But do you think it's ugly girls that just can't find a guy?
No, I think there's a power thing of knowing that, you know, you're the only, you know, coochie they're going to ever get. You know, there's like a thrill to
But
that.
the thing, prisoners should never have a computer, ever. You know, they shouldn't.
They don't.
The last thing a woman needs is a pimp Ebner.
No, I actually run one of these girls. Yeah, I found myself in the market for a middle-aged, toothless Mexican spouse murderer. Honest to God, I wrote her, sent her an email. They deliver the email. They don't have computers. They deliver the email. 2 weeks later, I got a handwritten letter with a photograph, Polaroid photograph of Flora, I think was her name. And then she said, send me some stamps so I can send you my poetry. So, well, I threw away the letter and I jerked off over the photo for a little bit, and that was the end of it. I didn't send her any stamps.
Was she cute?
No, toothless, and I like that.
Wait a minute, you said it.
The women that go after the inmates are not unlike the women that go after the stand-up comics. It's a very similar situation.
Yeah.
They all think that they're attainable, is what it is, right? But the comedians, they find out very quickly, you know, have big egos, whereas the inmates, you know, they're just desperate. So it's a better bet for the females to go after the
Well,
the
and with
inmates.
a comedian, he's going to leave the state. The inmate, even when he gets out, he can't leave the state.
That's
He's
true.
not going to smother you. He's on the inside.
No.
And basically, you just got to time it out. I think it's a good matchup if you find women who have terminal illnesses and match them up with guys with the same duration sentence left.
But the amazing thing is the psychology of the women, because let's face it, don't you think it's secretly every woman's dream to have a guy stuck in a place where he just has nothing to do but listen to her, and then these guys get out, and of course they turn back into guys after like 3 months.
Think about it. You know, you get 1 day a month with the guy
Isn't that
for
what
2
you want?
hours, and he's really going to pay attention to you.
Isn't
You know
that
what I mean?
all you really
it's
want?
It's undivided attention.
Isn't that all you really want?
That's all we want.
Just
It
a
is.
guy that's there.
But a little less tattoos, you know, maybe a little less
A couple less
piercing.
tattoos, but
Yeah.
just sitting there listening,
Yeah.
totally interested, writing letters.
I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
And he's not going to cheat on you, not with another woman.
It's not going to, exactly.
And he can't stalk you.
It's true.
Not bad.
If he has a computer, he can.
That's true. This son of a bitch, you should see the stuff he does online. He can do anything.
Whoa, what are you doing?
I'm saying
It's a national damn TV show.
I'm
What
not
are you
going to
doing?
say, I'll just say you're very adept at computers. I'm not going to say.
You can't clean it up now. Now the FBI be on my ass because of you.
Okay.
You know what I do?
You think the FBI cares that you download every movie before it comes out?
Damn it!
Keith, they can't verify the ages of those girls on your computer.
I found.
It's not girls. This son of a bitch downloads movies before they come out. He's with a passion 5 years ago.
I found a great way to scam chicks on the internet. I send photos of Keith's penis to chicks online, and then they're like all over me. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, well,
it works.
Keith does have a big penis, and as
Was
we
that
mentioned on the
taken
show
as an
before,
insult? 'Cause-
Fitzsimmons
Take it
is
how you
known as a
want it.
Hold on,
legendary.
he's talking.
He gets very upset if you don't mention his penis, which also happens to be monumental and legendary, especially in the Irish community, you know? Okay, school officials at Central High School in Flint, Michigan are dealing with groups of lesbian girls who are fighting and harassing straight girls. Here's a picture of one of the victims, by the way. Look at me. Wait, let me just say one thing. I'm growing my facial hair back. I don't care who hates it. I look like Russell Crowe, baby.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't know how I keep it, folks.
Do the lesbians have their own prom?
What do you think about this, though? Now, you guys, I don't want to talk to you old fogies.
No.
I want to know from the audience, because they grew up in this generation. They know what's going on. Are there actual lesbian gangs in school now?
Yes, there are.
Listen, Grandpa, I'm trying to talk to these kids in the audience.
I know myself, though. I know a couple of lesbians. Yes. Lesbians, I'm telling you, that's a whole thing, man. A lot of the domestic violence that goes on, everything. Lesbians are rough. 5 out of every 10 lesbians have a black eye.
Yeah. Well,
I read that in Lesbian Weekly, so don't tell me
What are you
that.
talking about, Maya?
He's talking about the fat lesbians. All the fat lesbians are pretty tough. He's right.
They fight all
you
the
don't want to
time.
mess with them. They love to fight.
They have gangs, like actual organized
What's
gangs?
his name, sir? Who's the fighter who said his sister taught him how to box? I forget. But anyway.
Muhammad Ali's daughter. That one?
No, it was like George Joseph.
A lot of them are lifting.
Who was it? Riddick Bowe. His sister was a lesbian who taught him how to box? She better be, because now I'm calling that. She's going to punch me in the face. That'll be a real picture. Why'd you take Russell Crowe off? Anyway,
I think Carrie had a good idea. They should have separate proms, the lesbian prom and the straight prom, or, of course, they could have the straight girls wait on the lesbian girls and have a catfight.
you like that idea?
Yeah, I love that.
This
like to be a fly on that
recurring
wall.
theme of waiting on people.
Yeah, it's a
getting
whole
interesting.
martyr thing.
But I
Yeah.
like the lesbian waiting straight girl. There's something sexual there.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Michael Moore, the limo riding Upper West Sider, who claims
High
Flint,
school?
Michigan
Yes.
is his hometown. He'll probably want to go make a documentary about it or something.
All right.
Yeah, high school lesbian gangs.
High school lesbian gangs
I'm going to pitch
online.
that to Cinemax.
I mean,
That's a good one.
They have that sexual thing going. They want women, just like because they want to be mainly like men, so they go after it like that. They go after the women. Meet them in the bathrooms, try to fumble with them.
Do you ever put a thought together before you start talking?
That time I didn't.
You got excited. You got excited. It'll come.
I don't like all the applause that you got from these
The only reason you got the applause.
Because they really
The only
enjoyed
reason
it.
you got the applause because we're all waiting with bated breath, the whole
Yeah.
crowd.
Because, you know what?
They act like men, so they like women. We're like, yeah, we know.
I was going to get to something soon. I swear to God.
I know. I'm sure you go.
Marble
They
Man.
meet him in the bathroom.
Like-
No,
It's
hey,
like
look,
you're
hey,
set up.
goddammit, you look like an Irish soccer player with that damn outfit on.
Oh, that's
We'll
great.
be right back.
You're like a couple of lesbian
An all-new South Park.
Working. Okay, how about this?
What the hell is Cartman doing now?
I just need to make Butters think I'm a robot for a little while longer.
It's an all-new episode of South Park. Tomorrow at 10 on Comedy Central.
With me, baby.
But here, with the heat, shake your head. Been around like a star.
Intense cheesy taste, tender macaroni, and 3.5 minutes of me time. The big cheesy taste of Kraft Easy Mac. Snack the Mac.
Is your hair color too matte, flat, dated, complicated?
Get real with Nice and Easy. Get built-in highlights in just one step for color that's so refreshingly real, it could be your own, just way more magical. Gray, really gone. With Nice and Easy, you've got natural-looking color, you've got highlights, and you're out of there. So get real and get color wonderful. Nice and Easy with real built-in highlights from Clairol.
How inspiring can a minivan be? Can it give you seats when you need them? And space when you don't? Yes. Can it take a mountain of stuff and make it disappear? With exclusive stow and go seating and storage? Absolutely. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Town & Country, starting at $20,995. Chrysler. Inspiration comes standard.
Come on, come on.
The fact is, all light beers are low in carbs.
So good, don't it? This is for you and your crew. The ones that's true will always love you, no matter what you do.
Choose on taste. Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here.
Today we're going to use the webcam to check out what's going on in the world. Now, a lot of countries hate us. We thought we'd check in with somebody who likes us, Australia. More specifically, Philip Gagan, who lives in a loft in Melbourne. Good day, Philip.
G'day, Colin. How you going?
Oh, I'm doing good, Philip. Thank you for, this is kind of exciting to me. This is high-tech stuff, you know? What is it, like, what year is it down there? Is it this year? Let me ask you something, Philip. Let me ask you a question. Why is it that Australia's always been such a good friend to us, you know? I mean, you guys are nowhere near us. We never run into you. But you always stick by us with all the wars. What is that?
Oh, who knows? I'm not sure what it is. I think we just like everyone.
No, you don't. Listen to me. You like everyone. What about New Zealand? What are you going to do about those creeps? Get rid of them.
We love New Zealand.
They're dragging you down, baby. Come on. You don't love them. They're like the Staten Island of the South Seas. Sorry, everybody. Have you, but let me ask you something. Do you guys love America? Is it because you're all Irish ex-convicts? That was like the, well, that's what it was. It was Irish ex-convicts, wasn't it, Philip?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's the reason at all.
But you were originally Irish. They put all the prisoners from Ireland. The British put them in Australia, right?
Sorry?
The British, the way Australia was founded was the British put all these Irish ex-cons in Australia, right? It was like a Rikers Island type deal.
Yeah.
No? You don't know any of this?
Yeah, I do know this.
All right, listen. What do you think? Are you ready to go? It looks like we're going to start World War III. You ready to scrap in this one? Come up Gallipoli style, grab the guns and start moving?
I think it's someone else's turn.
Someone else's turn? No, we need you guys. Because you're, you know, you guys have a serious, well, you're active alcoholics, but besides that, we need that kind of half-drunken, rowdy behavior you guys have, you know? It's no one else's turn. We need you.
Oh, come on. What about the Canadians? They're closer.
Yeah, they're closer, but they're very tedious people. They're boring people. You guys know how to live it up. You ever see Crocodile Dundee 2? I was in that, you know. I had one line. You ever see that movie?
No, I haven't.
You never saw Crocodile Dundee 2? That's unpatriotic.
What a terrible movie.
Part 1 may have had problems. Part 2 is a brilliant classic of Australia. It was a true story of Australian life. I can't believe you missed it. Hey, you know who else I once met? On a plane sitting right next to me, but I didn't know who it was because I've never been there. Katie Fisher. You know who that is?
Yes.
I met her on the plane.
Wow.
As you can see, I've run out of Australian facts. But thank you very much.
Colin.
You're our first webcam interview. I think you should be pretty excited about this.
I am. I'm really excited.
Thank you very much. Please, sit down. You're getting crazy. You're going to have a heart attack. All right, and so we're looking forward to you for World War III. I can count you in. I appreciate that. And you can bring those dumb suckers from New Zealand, too, if you must. Thank you. We'll see you in about 3 weeks somewhere in the middle of Iraq.
No worries, Colin.
All right, thank you, Phil. No worries.
See you, mate.
That's how they talk down there. We'll be right back.
Stand-up comedy has no winners and no losers. There is no MVP award, no stat sheets, no points. Blah, blah, blah. We still managed to rank the 100 greatest stand-ups of all time, continuing tomorrow at 9 p.m. on Comedy Central.
Taco Bell's new Fiesta Taco Salad. All the tastes you love with a new tangy chunky salsa and new lime seasoned crunchy tortilla strips. Now even more irresistible. For a taco salad that's even better than the original, think outside the bun.
We feel different about what type of chocolate we like.
I go for the almonds. Little crunch every now and then is fine.
I like the original chocolate. Break it off, put it in my mouth. I got some chocolate.
I'm not gonna knock you, but the Hershey's with the almonds, bro.
All right.
Welcome to the wireless age. Got your HP Pavilion ZT3280 notebook PC featuring Intel Centrino mobile technology. Your HP camera and wireless printer. Setting it up was easy, right, Techno Boy? Because you went to CompUSA for that state-of-the-art HP engineering. Then CompUSA came over, set it up, and trained you for free. Who else gives you so much attention? CompUSA, unmatched.
It's beautiful.
Life can change rather quickly. Only Saturn lets you exchange any new car for another within 30 days. Saturn. People first.
Di Serono on the rocks.
Di Serono on the rocks. Coming up.
Di Serono's warm and sensual taste makes you wish it would never end. Di Serono. Pass the pleasure around.
From what I've been reading, it seems like vehicle stability control and traction control are the greatest things since airbags.
Yeah, they're standard on all 5 Toyota SUVs.
And what do?
They help you keep traction during